You could come up here and the actual cold will just scare it right out of you,
That's it.
like
Right.
-20.
Oh, gosh,
Burr,
really?
burr, burr.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to read just a short passage from The Island of Missing Trees, and then we'll drop into meditation. In this book, the fig tree is a character and speaks to us. And she says this: I believe one reason why humans find it hard to understand plants is because in order to connect with something other than themselves and genuinely care about it, they need to interact with a face, an image that mirrors theirs as closely as possible. The more visible an animal's eyes, the more sympathy it receives from humankind. Cats, dogs, horses, owls, bunny rabbits, even those toothless ostriches that swallow pebbles like berries, they all get their fair share of affection. But snakes, rats, hyenas, spiders, scorpions, sea urchins, not so much. Creatures with the smallest eyes or none at all do not stand a chance. And then, nor do trees. So I'm going to just let us imagine or just ponder a little bit our own connection with the natural world. And let's just work with the idea that with or without a face, we can connect to plants and trees in particular. So do whatever you like with your screen, and if you mute yourself, that would be great. As we deepen our relationship with the plant world. Now, of course, this tree that I've got on the screen has a bit of a face, which I'm noticing has made it so easy for me to relate to. And yet, do I relate to the ponderosa pine outside my window as easily or readily? So let's just take some regulating breaths. Coming into our own bodies. And let's start with our eyes. If it feels good and right, just put your hands over your eyes or on your eyes. Offering thanks for vision, sight, even if it's degenerating a bit. This capacity to observe and see. Tune into the rest of your own face, your cheekbones, your mouth, your forehead, your hairline, and your nose. You might even just give yourself a little facial massage, your jaw. Your face. And we invite universal life force energy to come down through the tops of our heads. If you want to, you can place your hands there on the top of your head or let it hover above. This universal love, this energy of love that never lets us go, holds us. And let it flow down. You might see it as a color. You might feel it as a vibration. You might just not feel it at all, but just imagine that it's coming down through the top of your head and right into that forehead, that center of intuition and sixth sense spiritual sight. Igniting our spiritual imaginations. And just feel that chakra. This is the sixth chakra here, opening right on our face. Let the light drop down into your throat, the vibration down into your throat and ears. Just doing a little energetic hygiene, allowing life force to move through us, open our throat chakras. Visualize, imagine, feel as that energy drops down into your heart. Down into your third chakra, your solar plexus, your center of will and power. Down into your second, the center of feelings and creativity in your belly. Just imagine this part of you opening, balancing with the rest. And then down into that root chakra, the roots of a tree, your own roots. And feel your grounding cord drop like the roots of a tree into earth. And now just see your big bubble all around you, your own bright light combined with universal life force and love, shining brightly in a circle, and you're right in the center of that circle. Not too forward, not too back, right in the center. Oh, plenty of room all around you, plenty of support. Now begin to feel the connection with each other here in our sacred group. You might imagine us in a big circle. Visualize us in a circle, each of us in a bubble. So it's a big circle of bright light. And visualize a circle of trees at our backs. And for you, it might be aspen trees or cottonwoods or palm trees, Could be ponderosa or blue spruce. Just notice the trees behind us. And turn around and face the tree that's immediately behind you, and gently visualize stepping toward it and touching its trunk. Feel its bark. And depending on the circle of trees you've visualized, just notice how the bark feels on your fingertips, using your spiritual sense of touch. Introduce yourself to the tree. You may name yourself to the tree. And starting with its base, notice how its roots are deep in the ground or wide in the ground. You won't be able to see it physically, but again, now using your spiritual sense of sight, just imagine you have X-ray eyes and you can see the roots of this particular grove of trees. If it's aspen, they're all connected. One root system. If it's other trees, the roots are communicating to each other. They may be shining brightly with light, vibrating with energy. We'll come back to roots another week here, but just notice the roots of a tree. Visualize your own grounding cord connecting with the roots of this tree, touching or braiding or weaving together. You're grounded, connected. You're building a relationship with tree. Now using, again, your spiritual sense of sight, let your gaze travel up. You may have to step back a bit. There's plenty of flexibility in the roots and your grounding cord to allow you to step back and notice branches. This beautiful creature's branches and leaves or needles, palms. And just tell this tree, I see you. My eyes meet you. My cheeks feel the breeze generated by your branches and leaves and needles and palms. My ears hear you. You're rustling. My hands feel your touch, your bark. I observe you. You observe me. And now let this tree gaze at you. Let it look upon you. Your big bubble of light. Your face. Your body. Your heart. What does it feel like to be seen, observed by a tree? It can't move. It can't scamper away like a bunny. It stays right here, stable, observing you. Living creatures, humans and trees, connecting. Now visualize yourself turning around and leaning against the tree. And noticing, using your spiritual sight, the circle, our circle, and the circle of all the other trees. Feel the energy of love and connection. Offering gratitude for this and anything else that comes to your heart or mind. And then from this whole circle of energy, begin to just offer the connection, the energy of connection and love to all those who we named before. Individuals, family members, friends, communities suffering from natural disaster, our country. Feel the light of our circle spreading out with loving kindness. If you're not feeling so great, just feel that loving kindness and healing energy seeping into you too, re-energizing you from head to toe. Thanking your tree, the circle of trees, and each other. As you begin to wiggle your toes and your fingers. And when you're ready, return to the screen.